From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ace! Ace! Here we go!
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Slow!
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Set! We're okay.
Following the interception here, Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Left!
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about and it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tight end, Kelce, was the intended target. So out come the Chargers. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to him.
See what happens. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
Load it. Wait. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Rivers on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And out come the Chiefs now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Slow. Tight end's right. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3 down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On target over the middle of the hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Right, 58, rail.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he does some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Load it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mike, 53. Left. Yeah, Rocket. Q.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert, alert.
12, 12, 12. Q, Q, Q.
Kill.
Set.
Rivers now. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Slow. We got 4.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Where's the mic? Oh, get him!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45! Z!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces
Z!
4th down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
3 down.
Slow.
Mike check 33. 33.
Z!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Set. 380.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Left. Set 180. 380. Cluster.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
White. Hey, Delta. 3 hot.
Throwing Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 57 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, no, uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Watch 32. Check 3, check 3.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big conversion there on 3rd and 3. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, defense.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, and now he pulls him over. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They don't want it,
A
brother.
minute 59 to go in the first half.
Playing hard,
We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Woo! Let's get it. Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got four. We got four down, four down. Switch.
Ace!
They'll run now with Ware. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's
Ace!
it.
Ace!
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Z!
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Slow!
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Left!
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the pass.
Mahomes going to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe call.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA.
Right there.
Melvin Gordon, 97 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and
again.
It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
He's got a man complete.
Blitz.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Left!
They'll look to run for it with Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, we got four.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Let's go.
Now Austin Eckler on the return. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. Here we go. Motion.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3 down. Hey. Slow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Left.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
There goes Melvin Gordon. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there by Gordon. 64 yards on the ground.
We got 4 down. 4 down. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get that quarterback, Eli. Get that quarterback.
Cluster. Hey. 12.
Check hot route. Hot.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Set. Hey, Brown 80. Set. Hey, go orange 5-4. Cluster, cluster, cluster.
36, 36.
Hey.
Under 10, 10. Watch the motion, watch the motion.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Check 9.
0. Set. Delta.
3, Mike.
Set.
Show it.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Hold it.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
So.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
And he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ace.
Slam.
On 2nd down, Williams. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this is caught by Watkins. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 31.
On the ground, this is Rare. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Z.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me.
Z.
31's the mic. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Slow. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19.
Slow. Here we go. Green, 30.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z. What's the edge? Slow.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Chargers getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
First down, Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Red, red, red.
Watch the run.
Set, green 80.
Now Gordon, first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Ready, set, ground 80.
Check. 3 down. Check 24. Check 24. Switch it. Kim, switch it.
Rivers here to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Light.
Now Rivers. That's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Odd. 5 down.
Set, green 80.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slow. 4 down. Ready. Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.